Well, greetings and hello. It's your girl, Lady T, today. Hope all is well with you guys on the day. I just want to come and give you a quick video. Um, Me and one of my friends was talking about, we was on a topic talking about could a man love his wife or woman like he cherished and loved his mother. So that's going to be the topic today. We're going to talk about that. We'll jump in on that right quick. This video will not be long because I need to run some errands. I was off today and I went to get my hair fixed. The wind blew it. It was really pretty when I first got it done. Love my beautician. She's awesome. So I went and got all dolled up today. No makeup on. So it's just a day with no makeup. So again, your girl, Lady T. Hope all is well on today. Hope everybody's being safe and watching their surroundings. So I wrote down some little notes that I'm gonna be talking about this topic. And the topic is, can a man love his wife or his woman the same way he loved his mother? Now I'm gonna say this. I used to think for years that, if you get a guy or you start dating a guy or you was married to a guy, whatever situation is, that if a man come from a two-parent home or loving home where he had a good mother and he loved his mother and he was basically a mother's boy, like I was a daddy's girl. Just because you got a man or a husband that is a good man and do everything for his mother and love his mother, could he treat his woman or wife the same way because he treated his mother like that? For years and all my life, I always said yes, that's true. But I'm learning now this is just my opinion. Like we always say, everybody have their own opinion. We agree to disagree. Some people may agree with what I'm finna say, some people may not. But now, as I look back over it and analyze it, I'm going to say in some cases that may be true, but oftentimes I'm going to say no. And the reason why I changed my thinking on saying that is because nowadays, the way men are now, most men are just not like that now. Coming up from when I was, men were men. They love their mothers, they love their wives, and they love their women, and they respect their women, and they did any and everything for their woman or their wife, and they will move heaven and earth to take care of their wife, their children, and their home. But nowadays, with a lot of the new millennium and the new modern days men, I'm gonna say no, you really don't too much see that, because a lot of these men haven't been taught nothing. A lot of them come from single parent homes. A lot of them haven't had their fathers in their lives. They haven't had no uncles or nobody to teach them nothing. And oftentimes, if you ain't been taught nothing, you don't know nothing. But don't get me wrong, just because you haven't been taught nothing don't mean that you still supposed to be an old thuggish, no good, no caring man either. Because just because you wasn't taught anything or didn't have your father in your life, still don't mean you should treat your woman or your wife bad or disrespect her or abuse her or talk crazy to her or talk down to her or belittle her or just mistreat her. But a lot of times this is what you see. So I just wrote some little stuff in my little notes. I put, me personally, Lady T, my overlook on this topic is no. The reason why I say no is a man who has his mother and come from a single parent home, oftentimes just because he's good to his mother, like I said at first, don't mean that he can't treat his wife or his woman the same. And then too, you got to look at, just because a man treat his mother with the utmost respect and love his mother, again, don't mean he'll treat his wife or woman the same. And then too, a man ain't gonna show the same type of love and affection to his wife or mother like he would treat his mother, because that is his mother. So there are different types of love too. And we're going to get into that in another video. But, you know, again, I say no. Because, like I said, with the new technology and stuff that we have with men and the way things are now, a lot of men, especially a lot of men around my age, because I'll be 60 in July. I'm not ashamed to tell nobody my age. I'll be 60 in July, and I'm getting ready to have my 60th birthday in July. Baby, we're going to throw down. We're going to have a good time. But, some of these men, I ain't never seen some of the men like the men are today. Some of these men, they don't act like men. They act more like little boys. And I tell any woman, I always told my daughters when they was growing up, there's a big difference between a man and a boy. I always remember that. When you dealing with a boy, he gonna do boyish things. He gonna act like a little boy. He ain't gonna be mature, because we all know that women are more mature than men anyway. So if you look at that, you could tell the difference between a boy and a man. But these men now, they don't have the characteristics of being men and acting like men and doing manly things. You know, a man, he gonna take out the trash. He gonna cut the yard. He gonna talk to his boys and treat his boys and teach his boys how to treat a woman. I'm gonna tell you, y'all heard me say this all the time. One thing I hate to see in a man, I hate to see a man that don't know how to talk to a woman, don't know how to treat a woman, and don't respect a woman. That's a whole total turn off to me. When you don't act like a man and you want to talk to this woman like she ain't nothing, I can't stand it. And me personally, I ain't gonna deal with no man too long to act like that now. I know that you're not supposed to just, every little thing you just say, I ain't gonna, I'm out, I'm done. I know you're supposed to make a relationship work, and it takes two, but being abusive, being disrespectful, and all that stuff, Lady T ain't finna deal with it. I ain't with all the disrespect. I ain't gonna disrespect you, and you ain't gonna disrespect me. Y'all hear me say that all the time. I'm a people's person. I love people. I treat everybody right. I'm gonna treat you right even when I know you don't like me, or you may say little things about me. I'm gonna still respect you and treat you nice, speak to you. I may not deal with you. I may not run with you. I may not be your friend, but I'm gonna still speak to you and say, hey, how you doing? And keep it moving. But like I say all the time, men need to know how to be men too. Now, with that being said, I'm just kind of going over this paper trying to see what all is there any more bullet points I want to take off of here. But yeah, I don't know what done happened to our men, especially in the black community with the black race of men. Somewhere down the line, they done dropped the ball. I don't know what's going on with them. A lot of them, they just don't want to be men. They don't want to take on responsibilities like a man supposed to. Like I said, back in the day, when my dad was coming up, the first man I seen, I tell y'all all the time, was my dad. My dad was a man. My dad worked hard. My dad worked all the way up until he passed away. In fact, my dad retired and went back to work. He was a workaholic. That's all he did, and he loved his family. Even though when my dad and my mom broke up for whatever reason, I don't know what happened, but I still had my dad in my life. Me and my dad was like this. I could go to my dad, talk to my dad about anything. My dad talked to me about men. I could talk to my dad about anything. Now, some personal things that I would talk to my grandmama about. My dad, he would tell me about men and what type of men to look out for, what type of men to not deal with, what type of men not to bring around my children. My dad taught me all that. And one thing about me, Lady T, I listened to everything my dad and my grandmother told me, because first of all, I know they weren't going to tell me no lie, and I know they was going to be honest with me, and I can go to them and talk to them about anything, and they was going to always be there for me, right or wrong. Now, if I was wrong, they'll tell me I was wrong. But, yeah, these men, they don't want to work hard. You know, a man's supposed to work hard to provide and take care of his family, but these men don't want to work. They want to work these little easy jobs. They just don't want to go out and be men. And to me, personally, I'm speaking from my experience and what I've seen growing up. If a man don't work hard and if a man don't provide for his family, he's not a man. Because a man going to do whatever it is necessary to take care of his family. If he got to dig a ditch, if he got to work at McDonald's, Burger King, and Popeyes, he going to work to take care of his family. See, all the time it ain't what you do, it's how you do. And you can take a little bit of money, because, you know, I hear a lot of people say, I ain't going to work here, I ain't going to do this and do that because they don't pay no money. In some cases, I understand that. You do got to have money to raise a family, especially if you got a whole lot of kids. I just really don't see how a lot of people make it with a lot of kids, but to each his own. I ain't never want a lot of kids. Not knocking nobody or talking about nobody, but I'm just saying, inflation and everything is high now. You're going to have a decent job in order to make it, because if you ain't making no money, and you got a family where it's you, your man, or you and your husband, and y'all got at least 3 to 4 kids, you got to have a certain amount of money flowing through your house. And if you ain't got that, y'all gonna forever struggle. I see that all the time too. People living in poverty and people struggling. But like I said, sometimes if you don't make enough money, it's all in how you manage your money. A lot of times people want to live above their means. And when you living above your means, no, you ain't gonna make it. Cause you trying to impress everybody else and look good for everybody else and buy all this high material stuff that keep high maintenance up because you want to impress somebody. To me, it ain't about impressing nobody. I don't have to have all that expensive stuff to make. Cause me personally, and again, I ain't ashamed to tell them, I just keep it real. My favorite stores to shop at is Burlington, TJ Maxx, Ross, all them kind of stores. Going there, find me some cute little stuff like this little champion shirt I got on. I got this at TJ Maxx for $9.99, $10. It's all in the way you budget your money, you shop. It don't, I mean, I ain't the type person that go around me talking about, I bought this purse, it costs $500 or $1,000. I bought these pants, they was $150. I bought these shoes, they were $350. At the end of the day, if you sell that stuff on the street, you ain't gonna make no money off of it. So wisdom's supposed to teach us something. And like I say all the time, when you learn better, you do better. So again, my topic was, can a man love his wife or his woman the same way he loved his mother? No. No, he can't. Because first of all, that's two different people. That's his mother. That's his mother, and you his wife or a woman. So quite naturally, he's not going to love you the way he loved his mother. That's a different type of love. He's not going to be sleeping and having sex with his mama like he sleep and have sex with you. So that's two different loves. Now, could he be a good man to you like he is to his mother? Yes, he can. But there is two different types of men. And it's going to be two different types of love because, again, that's his mother and you his wife. So that's why I wanted to come and talk about that, because like I said, we was talking about that the other day, and that was the topic. And it was a good topic because we was talking about it. But on this paper I had, me personally, Lady T, my overlook on this topic is no. The reason why I say no is the love a man have for his mother is different. It's his mother. It's two different kinds of love. For one thing, when a man loves his mother, he is called a mama's boy. Oftentimes, men, he do a thing for his mother he will not do for his girl or his girlfriend or his woman or his boo. You know, because a lot of times you hear people say, oh, that's my boo. Oh, I hate that. I never like that. My boo. You ain't gonna never hear me say that. And another word that I always use, ride or die. You ain't gonna never hear me say that either. I hate that because, yeah, you riding with some of these people and you don't be careful, you'll come up dead too. Be careful. Like y'all, another thing y'all always hear me say, be careful what you let come out your mouth. All this ride or die and all this stuff. Baby, I ain't trying to go ride with nobody and come up dead. Now, that's just me. Yeah, I'm old-fashioned. That's me. All that old stuff and this slang stuff they be using and saying, it just ain't me. To each his own. I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about me. I be very careful in what I let come out of my mouth, because words have power. And if you don't watch it, you'll send some stuff out into the atmosphere that when that stuff come back on, you're going to be looking crazy. So, yeah, that's why I said some men will use my girl, my girlfriend, my woman, or my boo. And then what else I said? I said, or lover, whatever he called her. Again, a man who loves his mom most of the time will be good to his woman, but not all the time. I used to think that it was true until I started to see the modern day guys. Listen to what I said, the word I used, a dude or a guy. Again, I'm going to stop there. You know, sometimes when you talk to people, you hear people say, oh, you know that dude over there? No, you know them guys over there? So, you know, it's just a figure of speech. You may say that guy or that dude. But when you want to speak clearly, you'll say that man, or do you know the man called so-and-so, so-and-so. I'm just saying the proper way of talking and the proper way of using words. What else I got on here? What did I stop at? Listen to what I said, the words I use. Okay, I already said that. A big difference between, yeah, it's a big, and I said earlier, there's a big difference between a boy and a man, and it is. Not all men the same. I look at a man as a real man that'll do anything for his woman or his wife. He'll respect her and be good to her. He'll speak to her with love and kindness, and he'll be loyal to her, and he'll be dedicated to her only, and he will not lie to her, and he and she will be together as a team. Otherwise, the relationship will not work. And that's true. Yeah. So all that makes a big difference. Basically, oftentimes it's not what a man make. It's how a man manages his money. And you know you got a family you got to take care of. Just manage your money right. Like I said, inflation is high. Don't be spending your money on unnecessary things. Make sure if you're a man, you make sure your family come first. Nobody else should come besides your family. Make sure your family come first. Take out money and budget out money right. If you budget your money right, even if you don't have no money left after paycheck, long as you pay your bills and your family's taken care of, those are all the signs of a man. Again, I say there's a difference between a man and a woman. So, with that being said, that was the topic today. Have a blessed day. I love you guys. I got to run out of here and run a couple more errands. It's your girl, Lady T, in the house. As I always say, be vigilant. Watch your surroundings. Be careful as you come and go. Watch the people you come in contact with, because most of the time, everybody you talking to and smiling with ain't your friend. So be careful when you use the word friends. Use it lightly. And women, remember, there's a big difference between a man and a boy. And it's your girl, Lady T, and I'm out.